In this video, I will show you a special camera, the best in my opinion when it comes to handling and portability, the Olympus OMD E-M10 Mark III. This is a new project on this channel called How It Handles, a series of vlogs where I focus on a camera's ergonomics. In my opinion, the E-M10 Mark III has 5 pros and 3 cons. At the end of this clip, I will tell you why this is the best small camera when it comes to handling. Let's start with the pros. First one, the 2 dials that you can use for changing the aperture and shutter speed settings. I can't express how easy it is when you don't have to press an extra button just to change the aperture, like we did on entry-level DSLRs. Manual mode is easier when you have 2 dials. You bring more shots home, you react faster. It's an important feature for the highly advanced photographers, but also for beginners. Second pro, the good grip. I don't know what Olympus did here, but I think they discovered the magic formula for satisfying people with small hands, but also people with big hands, like myself. I held a lot of portable cameras, but the E-M10 Mark III is the only one that gives confidence. It reassures you that you won't drop it. The secret lays in the well-designed front grip and thumb grip. Both are important. The front grip allows you to tuck 3 fingers there, keeping the pinky hanging out. But that thumb grip is so well designed that you won't be feeling that pinky hanging out anymore. Or better say, you won't care, because as soon as you hold this camera, you get a sense of comfort and safety. In contrast, if you want to see a camera that you cannot hold well, this is it. The Panasonic GX800. It is absolutely flat on the front, no rubber grip, and a very tiny one on the back. The handling experience of a GX800 is horrible. I had one and I sold it. It's a camera that could easily slip out of your hands, but the E-M10 Mark III is just perfect thanks to the way Olympus designed this grip. The third pro, the button layout. On the back of the camera, you'll find everything you need, and they did a great button placement. The play button on the edge next to delete, info next to menu, and in the middle, quick access to ISO, flash settings, drive, and focus points. Do you see how simple and intuitive these are? Much better than what we see on a Panasonic G90, for example. I also have a Canon M6 Mark II, but out of the 3, by far, the Olympus has the simplest button layout. I also like how the record button stays there on top next to the shutter button. What we see on the top left side deserves a separate section, and here it is. Fourth pro, the shortcut button. This is the equivalent of the quick menu on Lumix cameras. Here it is on the G90, where you can move through the main icons only by pressing right and left. And here is the Olympus quick menu. You can navigate in all directions. White balance, picture mode, aspect ratio, stabilization, everything that you need is there in one place. You don't have to go through the main menu. You just have to press the shortcut button. It is positioned there on the edge of the camera for quick access. And of course, if you want, you can also navigate using your finger because the screen is touch sensitive. Speaking about the screen, here is the 5th pro that adds to the good handling of this camera, the viewfinder and retractable screen. A viewfinder is very important if you want to react quickly or if you're shooting on a bright sunny day. This Olympus camera has a 2.3 million dot viewfinder that shows clear images. It even shuts down automatically if you pull the screen. A smart feature, great for when you're shooting from waist level. Speaking about waist level shooting, with this camera you have quick access to the fastest way of becoming incognito. One pull and you're there. The fully articulated ones take not 1 but 2 movements. This extra fidgeting wastes time. Because of it, you might lose shots. The E-M10 Mark III with its viewfinder and retractable screen is excellent for everyday photography. When you put all of these 5 pros together, you get an excellent camera when it comes to handling and portability. But there are also cons, the 3 cons that are preventing this camera from becoming the perfect portable camera. First one, the centered tripod mount. If you'll put this camera on a tripod, you will lose access to the battery compartment. That small door will be blocked. I tried with different tripods, there's no way around it. If you want to change the battery or the card while using a tripod, you'll have to detach the camera, and that wastes time. Personally, I don't see an issue with the card and the battery being in the same place. For some people, this might be an extra con, but in my opinion, for a camera this size, it's fine as long as you're not using a tripod. Second con, the screen doesn't tilt 180 degrees down. There are instances when you want to see yourself. For example, when you want to film yourself, or maybe you want to take a selfie or a photo with friends. The E-M10 Mark III doesn't allow that because the screen doesn't tilt 180 degrees down. It only tilts 45 degrees down. Only the Mark IV version of this camera allows that tilting so that you can see yourself. Finally, the third con that is almost a deal breaker for me: each time you want to record videos in 4K, you have to turn the mode dial to the video icon. Being a YouTuber, I am that type of person that likes to shoot photos and videos of the same subject. I usually use manual mode and aperture priority, where the camera always limits me to full HD. Whether you're using shutter speed priority or program, it doesn't matter. This camera limits you to full HD video recording. It's frustrating. This issue doesn't exist on Canon and Panasonic cameras. The E-M10 Mark III has it, and for me, it is the only major issue while handling this camera. But as a bonus, for those of you who own an E-M10 Mark III, I found a solution. If I want photos and 4K videos, I leave the camera on video, I pick the mode that I desire, choose the large plus raw image format, and when I go in Photoshop, I will be able to pull out a full 4:3 image. It is a time waster. The camera shoots photos with a slight delay while on video mode, but at least there's a solution for all of us who wants to shoot 4K videos and photos without turning the mode dial all the time. So these were the main cons, but still, when you look at the pros, in my opinion, you get an excellent little camera with great ergonomics. I had the Canon G7X Mark II, a Canon M100, and even the M50. They are not even close to what the Olympus camera offers because they don't have all those 5 pros. In my opinion, the E-M10 Mark III is the best camera when it comes to handling plus portability. Do you agree, or do you have a different favorite small camera? Please write your thoughts below in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video, press that subscribe button because I will make more of them. See you in the next video, guys.